Madadyo na odo, iyutibo. Good evening, isang mapagpalang gabi, maayong gabi, mabuhay. Greetings to our participants who are with us tonight in this webinar from all around the world, streaming live from all available online platforms in partnership with various institutions and organizations from all around the world. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. We thank you all for joining us tonight, and we do hope that you will stay with us until the end of this session. I am truly honored to be back and thankful to be your host for tonight. I am Alger Mordeno Esguerra, a public secondary school teacher, a Master of Arts in Education, major in English degree holder from Sinubong Veruela, Agusan del Sur, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I am grateful and honored to be given such privilege in hosting this webinar. On behalf of the IGP, I welcome you all to tonight's webinar. I am sure that all of us will learn great things from tonight's webinar, which I believe would create a large scale impact in all aspects of our community. Trust me, your time spent with us tonight will be very fruitful as we have prepared a topic that is indeed timely and relevant to our context, which will be delivered by our speaker of caliber. As we continue to aim for quality and excellence, share the knowledge and this great source of information by saying something about this organization. And of course, you are also given the opportunity to comment on our comment section via YouTube platform. Also, to those who are using Facebook as their platform as of the moment, do not forget to tag, share, and mention your friends. Let us all watch and learn together as we in IGP stands firm and believe that fitting our skills will lead to innovation, inspire people, and create impact towards a more sustainable and better society. Once again, this is Alger Mordeno Esquera, a proud member of IGP from the Philippines and your host for tonight. Every day, our community continues to grow as an organization and as a family who loves to share, learn, and expand their knowledge along with the great topics that we provide every session. Institution of Global Professionals serves as a community resource by providing holistic social work and education to build a much more proficient generation, leading to a greater and brighter community and world. IGP is the leading online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. We use various platforms to cascade information and make it accessible to use for every knowledge seeker to build a personality, to be more ambitious, promote confidence, and develop skills to surpass the hurdles of life. Thus, we are entrusted with international recognition. We have already successfully conducted 381 sessions, which makes this our 382nd session. I believe the numbers would testify to the IGP's credibility, validity, and competence. We strongly believe that our participants are getting the best information to better their personal and professional life as we wish to see you in our future sessions. With this, let me remind you again and give emphasis. Do not forget to share, tag, comment, and mention your friends in the comment box because your active participation will contribute to our burning passion to do better and deliver the best in quality service to you, our lovely audience. Without further ado, today we are presenting the 382nd webinar with the topic Advancing Global Competitiveness Through Home Economics. Let us start our program with the IGP's mantra, or what IGP stands for. Can you write it down using your comment section on your YouTube platform? There you have it with IGP, hashtag feed your skills. Now, our speaker of caliber for tonight is coming all the way from the gigantuous windmills are located from the northern part of the Philippines. An instructor one at Mariano Marcos State University College of Teacher Education in Technical, Vocational, Livelihood, and Education Department. A woman of substance and confidence. Help me welcome with your virtual applause with her topic on advancing global competitiveness through home economics. Our speaker for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Nina Teresa Grace Sullivan.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Thank you, Sir Alger,
Good evening,
for the
ma'am.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for the very energetic introduction to me. So before we going to our topic, just to present my presentation.
Take your time, Ma'am Sullivan. God bless.
Yes, sir.
While waiting for the presentation of Ma'am Sullivan, again, we would like to encourage our participants tonight to please share and directly send to them the link of our session for tonight, including our official website, www.eduigp.com. To our participants, we will be giving e-certificates via website, our official website, the www.eduigp.com. So please await for the instructions before the end of this session. We will be sending to you the link in the comment section using our YouTube platform and Facebook platform and any other various platforms that we are currently being streamed right now.
Sir Alger, wait lang. Nawawala yung PowerPoint ko.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We cannot view your presentation yet, ma'am.
Ito na, sir.
It's okay, ma'am. Please do take your time. There you have it, ma'am. What I am seeing on my screen right now, ma'am, is your presentation.
Okay, sir.
There, I can see your title page, ma'am.
Okay.
Take it away, ma'am.
Okay na po ba, sir? Okay, so our topic for tonight is all about the advancing global competitiveness through home economics. But before we go to or we start our session, so I would like to thank the IGP members or the family for inviting me to join and to Sir Alger for giving me or the energetic introduction, and also to Sir Reggie for giving me this opportunity. Okay, so we have here our objectives is to present the advancing global competitiveness through home economics, describe the skills and characteristics of home economics teacher educators used to integrate global education and to implement the principles of global
Excuse me, ma'am.
education.
Uh, Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. Forgive me for my intrusion, ma'am. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
please present your PowerPoint using the full screen, ma'am?
Wait, sir.
Because
Naka-full
what I'm
screen na
seeing or
kasi
what we
ako,
are
sir.
seeing right now on ma'am, what we are viewing on our screen, ma'am, is your presentation only, ma'am, and it's not moving to, ma'am. While you are
Okay.
stating your objectives, your presentation is still on the title page po, ma'am. I think you have to do it again.
Yes, sir.
So sorry, ma'am, for the intrusion.
Yes, sir.
Right? While we are waiting for the presentation of Ma'am Sullivan, we would like to give shout out to our participants who are with us tonight, all the way from La Union and from Kidapawan City, Philippines. All right. Uh,
Sir, I'm on the full screen. Is it in the full screen now, sir?
I what I am seeing on my screen, ma'am, is your objectives, but it is not presented in a full screen way, ma'am. We are still seeing
Hala.
your PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, sir, wait lang po. Abi.
Take your time, Ma'am Sullivan.
Yes, sir.
Again, to our viewers who are with us tonight, please do not forget to share, tag, and of course, invite your friends and learn together as we have prepared a lot of sessions who are worthy of your time. And of course, these sessions and topics will be very beneficial not only to ourselves to grow holistically, also, not only in our personal but also in our professional aspect as an individual. All right? Yes, do not forget to share your name, your profession, and your interest in our comment section. All right, to those who are watching via YouTube, please introduce your name, your profession, and your interest by writing it down in our comment section.
Hello, Sir Alger. Rine-open ko lang po yung presentation ko. Wait lang.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. While we are waiting for Ma'am Sullivan, we are still not seeing your presentation. So maybe we can read some of the comments from our participants in the comment section using our YouTube platform. So Ma'am Sullivan, just take your time and we can do this.
Yes po, sir.
All right. So we have here in our YouTube channel, we have Ma'am Evelyn Wapere, a junior high school teacher teaching science. Hello, Ma'am Evelyn. We also have Sir Alex Javier Alvarez, an elementary school teacher who focuses on ICT and technology. Right? I am Alger Isguera. I am teaching senior high school in the Philippines, and my area of focus is on conducting research. I'm teaching research to our senior high school students here. We have Ma'am Jessica Paringit. Hello, everyone from La Union. Hello, people of La Union. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Again, please do encourage your friends to participate in our session for tonight. Not only just for tonight, but for the sessions to come. And although we are already done with the 381 sessions, you can go back and watch it using our official website, the www.eduigp.com. And do not forget, of course, to check in using your Facebook account. So, of course, you have to open your Facebook account and click check in and look for IGP or Institute of Global Professionals and write something about our IGP because this is not just an organization, but this is a growing community of professionals. All right, I think Ma'am Sullivan now is presenting her presentation.
I'm presenting now, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, if you cannot present the presentation in a full screen, it's okay, ma'am. Maybe we have to proceed with this presentation because what we are seeing right now, ma'am, is only your screen, which is showing your PowerPoint presentation not in full screen, but it's okay, ma'am. Maybe we can proceed with this manner of presentation. Will that be okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am. You may now proceed, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, good evening once again to everyone. So, My topic for tonight is about the advancing global competitiveness through home economics. Sir, is it moving? I'm on the objectives now, sir. So our objective is to present the advancing global competitiveness through home economics. They describe the skills and characteristics of home economics teacher, educators use to integrate global education and to implement the principles of global education. Oh, wait sir, hindi po daw nakikita yung objectives ko.
Nina, we can now see your full screen, ma'am. Okay na po, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, so we're now going to, okay, these are our objective. So before we're going to proceed with the different competencies to be globally teacher in teaching home economics, so I'm just going to ask you a question. So what is globally competent teacher? So you might your mind might think as a jet setter who takes your students or teachers in into onto trips to internationally. Does not mean going internationally and showing your best out there, but globally competent teacher has a passion and commitment to our passion. So commitment is being in love with a field of knowledge, strive by issues and ideas that change our world. Then next one is we have the to master skills and competencies. Then equipped with a wider range of knowledge of the various educational system outside the country. And lastly is to incorporate various global issues into their curriculum, wherein we are going to adapt the different curriculum of the different educational system in the different countries. The globally competitiveness is to developing students' global awareness can happen at the same time as mathematics and economic literacy instruction. So, economic literacy is to apply the basic economic concepts in the situation relevant to one's life. Then it shouldn't be reserved only for selected students or specialty schools because global competence is something all students deserve to learn. So school today have a responsibility to ensure students learn how to collaborate with people from different cultures and to act on issues that have both local and global impact. So for further explanation for globally competent teaching, most especially in the teaching of home economics, so we have here to be empathy and valuing multiple perspective. So as George Bernard Shaw quoted that progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Because as a globalization leads us to interact more and more with people from diverse backgrounds, we have to be willing to consider alternative viewpoints and may be considered as our own. So, if you are willing to explore the perspective of people who challenge your belief, you are already on your way to becoming a globally competent teacher. Then next is commitment to promoting equity worldwide. So to instill in students the desire to tackle problems, teacher must first display their own commitment to a better world. They must recognize the barriers that exist to equity both locally and globally and engage in opportunities to address these barriers. And the ultimate goal for advanced global competent teachers is to lead students to act on these issues. So promoting equity is teaching students to be globally competent. Like for in the home economics, let have to or in home economics help them to understand the benefits or impact of studying the home economics. And we all know that home economics have a different or the wide area of specialization. So example, to have the um, to be promoting the equity world promoting equity worldwide, we have to involve or we have to expose our students in different opportunities where they can develop um, or showcase their skills, and they can also they can also improve their skills and on a particular knowledge and skills. To enhance the knowledge and skill set to the globally competent teacher is to first is to familiar with global conditions and current events. So this is the global knowledge to the economic influences on current events and how to seek out different resources that portrays diverse perspective on a global issues, plus the teacher aware how the world is interconnected. So how are they interconnected? Is through the social medias or technologies wherein they are offering opportunities to study internationally. So for example, in the Mariano Marcos State University, they are offering the exchanging of students, wherein the different students in the internationally they are going to enroll based on their specialization. So why not we can do this in home economics, wherein the different schools or institution wherein they offering this specializations of home economics, where another one is to have experiential understanding of diverse culture. So they are going to experience the different practices, or you have to have the involvement, or the students have to engage on the different cultures. Then lastly is to have the understand intercultural communication. So globally competent teacher must be a multilingual or multicultural to adopt the different practices of other educational system in the other country where they are offering. So we have to go now with the skills and characteristics of globally competent teacher, most especially on teaching home economics. So first is we are going to focus in the classroom, wherein creating a classroom environment that values diversity. We're in engaging the students in discussion about global issues, teaching our student to learn from and respect diverse cultures and perspective, wherein we are going to set our classroom on the um, global trends. So we have to set our facilities into a globally competent, our laboratories, for that the students will have to experience also. And then next one is integrating global learning experience into the curriculum. So on the curriculum also is we are going to I should say incorporate international students' perspective into class activities. We are going to offer opportunities for students to respond to diversity. Another is to prepare for the task of integrating global education in the home economics curricula, or example is on the job training. So on the job training, the students are now learning on their experiences. So we are example here is we are going to expose students into the um, successful or the competent industries, or if it is impossible or possible, we are going to send our students internationally. So their OJT will be done internationally to experience the actual learning. The next one is on the facilitating intercultural conversation and partnership. So we have to modeling acceptance of diversity. So we have here the different institution of partners, so that they have also to integrate or impart their competency, skills and competency to the students. And then lastly is on the assessing students global competence development. So we need to set our learning outcomes so that we can assess our students based on the global competencies. Then, so what does a globally competence look like in a teacher? So we have here the first one is it must be technological literacy. So we have now on the um, new generation of education, wherein it is more on the technologies, and then technologies used to explore and existing technologies to communicate and also to collaborate with others, and also it is used to learn and share new ideas and information. So next is to the appreciation of culture. Teachers see the cultures as a strength and seek to understand the cultures of others. So they are aware of similarities and differences among cultures. Then, when we are going to appreciate cultures, different culture, most especially it's a globally culture. This is to understand the behaviors and values that are often tied to cultures. Then next is divert thinking. This is to envision the world differently from how it currently exists. And then lastly is to have the perspective taking skills. So they may show compassion for the perspective of others. To furtherly explain, a globally competent teacher is knowing integrating global dimensions within the disciplines teaches. So in the different specialization of home economics, it should be integrating into the global dimensions, and then engaging students in learning about the world and exploring their places, and then using the real life global examples, materials and resources when considering local, national, and the human issues. Okay, another is to creating environments that encourage positive cross cultural interaction, and helping learners find appropriate actions to improve local and global conditions. Another is also assessing learners' global competence and providing growth opportunities based on their levels of development. And lastly is to advocate their global education on social responsibilities. So now, are you ready to become a globally competent teacher? So for the we have here the three teaching strategies to be a globally competent teaching in home economics. So first one is to create a classroom environment that values diversity and global engagement. So on the we focused here is on the classroom and the approaches, on our strategies, techniques. We also include here the facilities. It should be it should be based on the global or globally competent our our facilities, so that our students can also um, experience. So that is on the second teaching strategies is to integrate content aligned global learning experience, so wherein they can experience a real world experience. So like for example, if in cookery, so they are going to um, cook the on the cook the um, international cuisine. So so our facilities should be based on the international facilities. Then lastly is to develop local and global partnerships. So this is the connections with the successful industry. So we need to send or in have the exposure of our students in the different industries offering these skills and competencies that should be attained with our students, for them to showcase their skills. Another here in the global part or local and global partnership is another way is have the benchmarking with other educational system, so that we can adapt it and or we can use or develop our um, approaches. Okay, for us to achieve these three teaching strategies in home economics, we have this instructional system design, wherein this is the practice of creating instructional experiences or instructional materials which make the acquisition of knowledge and skills more efficient, effective, and appealing. So we have here the a guide, a guide for us to construct the instructional materials to be globally competent in teaching home economics following this ADI model. So we have to first is to analyze. So see. So in analysis is we need to analyze what is the need of our students. We need to analyze on the main skills to be mastered. What are the skills to be mastered or the learning competencies, and also on the assessment criteria. So after we have to analyze, then we proceed on the design. So the design is to develop the learning objectives, and also we have to design our instructional approaches, strategies, um, techniques. Okay, so that is on the design. Then next we have the next development. So after we have to design um, our our instructional approaches and strategies, we are now going to develop, wherein we are going to create now our instructional materials in designing or selecting the materials appropriate for the learning activity or appropriate or aligned with the learning objectives. Then next is in the implementation. So implementation now here is on the delivery of your instruction. And then lastly is the evaluation. So evaluation is we're going to assess our students if they have really achieved our learning objective or they are really master out the skills and competencies required on what we design required in the on what we designed in our instructional material. So and for us be the to be I have here the Robert Gagnes model, wherein it is our guide for us to providing a structured approaches in learning, most especially in teaching home economics, wherein Robert Gagne's model focuses on the learning outcomes and how to arrange specific instructional events to achieve the learning outcomes. So first, we have to gain attention. So attention must be captured and their interest should be aroused. So example is starting the lesson with a thought, providing question or interest, interest fact. Then, second is to inform learners of objectives. So, students should encounter a list of learning objectives because internal process of expectancy and helps motivate the learner to complete the lesson. So, this is the guide of what they about to learn. Then next is to stimulate recall the prior knowledge. Associating new information with prior knowledge and personal experience and getting the learners to think about what they already know can facilitate the learning process. And then next is to present the material. So the new content is actually presented to the learner. Content should be organized, meaningful, and explained and demonstrate using a variety of media or this is on the lecture demonstration. The procedural activities should be explained and then provide guidance for learning. That showing what appropriate actions constituent correct performance plus additional suggestion including the use of examples presentation wherein it can help this learners or the students to encode information for long-term storage in simple terms. Then next is to elicit performance. So this is now on the action turns to the learner. So they can now or the learners required to practice the new skills or behavior provide on the behavior provide an opportunity for learners to confirm their correct understanding and the repetition and increase of retention. Then next is to provide feedback. So observing each Learner performing the procedure, individual and immediate feedback and guidance can be provided and any question can be answered. And then next is assess performance. So students demonstrate what they have learned without receiving additional coaching or hints. And then lastly, once we have reasonably sure that the new capabilities are reliably, we can increase that they will be retained over a long time period by providing practice and space review. So this is the transfer of knowledge and skills on the new problems or situation is a good or is a goal of most instruction. Okay, so to conclude my presentation, becoming globally competent teacher doesn't require you to become or to be an expert in international affairs, multi multilingual or multicultural or a world traveler, because it does require you to have the desire to learn about the world and appreciation for diverse people, places and perspective, and the ability to translate that into everyday instruction so that students see why what they are learning matters to themselves, their communities, and the wider world. So to end my presentation, I will end with a quote. Education today cannot be considered complete unless our citizens understand the importance of interdependence and have a basis for dealing with the continuing changes it brings. It is by Hamilton and Robert.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Ma'am Nina Teresa Grace Sullivan, all the way from Ilocos, Philippines. Our heart is filled with so much gratitude with your speaking prowess. Our speaker of caliber, Ma'am Nina Sullivan from the Philippines. We thank you for sharing your most valuable time and knowledge, especially on sharing with us the content of your topic, which is very beneficial for our audience. Indeed, as educators, we have to continue aiming for professional development and embrace the global changes that are expected for us to cope with. The idea that quality learners are produced is truly emphasized in your discussion. And of course, our passion and intrinsic motivation would be our primary reason to continue on growing personally and professionally. Before we proceed with our quiz competition, I would like to encourage our continuously growing family. Our participants to please support the IGP by sharing IGP, tagging, or mentioning your friends, especially Facebook as your platform tonight. We will give the e-certificate link in the comment box, and if you will face any problem on collecting your e-certificate, then you may go directly to our website, www.eduigp.com. Again, www.eduigp.com. And after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by checking in using your Facebook account. All right? I believe we will now proceed to our quiz competition. Right, it's now time for our quiz competition using our Slido application. I think most of us know how to use Slido. So here, please open www.slido.com using the code IGP quiz. Right, everyone is encouraged to participate. Again, on your search engines, please type slido.com and enter the code IGP quiz and click enter for us to participate in this quiz competition. And of course, for the information of everyone, those who will be participating, we will be having top 10 participants who will be awarded as our winners for tonight. All right. Right now, we are seeing in our screen the Slido application of which our participants are already in. And I can see names already. We have Carmela Haen, Abando, Austria, Tudutoro, Palma. Ma'am Maggie Barbado is again with us tonight. She was actually our winner last night of this competition. We have Ma'am Palma, Ma'am De La Cruz, Mikey Leonardo. We have 38 participants already. Again, we encourage everyone who are with us right now in the platform to continue in joining and participate in our contest or our competition. Remember that after the presentation, our quiz or our question and answer portion will then follow for our speaker. Please do comment your questions on the comment box for us to have your questions be asked to our speaker. Right? We are now 42. Top 10 again will be awarded with quiz completion certificates. So please join us and learn with us tonight. Right? We have 43 participants, 44 already. We have Mary Ann, Marigold Alog, Eugene Gabriel, Ashok Kumar Ricari. We also have Leah Facunla. We are now 45. Do we still have other participants there who would wish to join? All right, our quiz is now about to start. Question number 1. Strategy for advancing infrastructure and logistics develops the targets. Is it overall infrastructure, land, or energy, digital economy, water supply? Poll is locked. 63% answered overall infrastructure and land. Is it the correct answer? The correct answer is energy, digital economy, and water supply. I myself was also incorrect with my answer. All right, who got the top place or the first place for this question? Congratulations to Elias A. Austria, our top one for this question, who answered within just 4 seconds. Congratulations. Next question. How does infrastructure, trade, facilitation, and international competitiveness enhance SHP? Does it promote development and reduces poverty or provides access to health care and improves health? Which one do you think is the correct answer? All right. Voting is closed. Poll is locked. 60% chose first item or the first choice. The correct answer is the second one, provides access to health care and improves health. Again, I myself was also incorrect with this question. All right, let's see who got the first place for this question. All right. On my screen, it's Jenaline V. Resurrection who got the correct answer. Congratulations. Next item, item number 3. Cabinet promotes student achievement and preparation for global competitiveness. Is it commerce or education? Right? You may now key in your answers. Poll is locked. Voting is now officially closed. 94% answered education, 6% answered commerce. The correct answer is education. Indeed, it helps to promote student achievement and prepare for global competitiveness. It's the education sector. All right, who got the first place for this item? We have again Ma'am Jenaline Resurrection. Congratulations, ma'am. Twice in a row. Next item. The global economy continues to fluctuate, constraining its capability or capacity to support Thailand's economic growth. Is it true or false? You may now key in your answers. Poll is locked. The correct answer is 52% said true. Is it correct? Yes, the correct answer is true. Let's see who got the highest score or who got the first place for this question. Well, actually, it's not only Thailand who suffers globally, but also the various countries also are also facing this challenge as of the moment. So let's just hope and pray that we may get through it. All right. Our first placer for this question is, let's see. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's Lizelle Gabaldon. Congratulations, ma'am. It seems like our first placer is being competed with several individuals or with various individuals. Unlike yesterday, that Mamagi was the one who always topped the questions. All right, next item. The global transition into an aging society will certainly have an impact on the economy and the people's way of life. Is it true or false? This global transition affects or impacts the economy and the people's way of life. Poll is locked. Voting is closed. 92% answered true, and the correct answer is. There you have it. It's true. Now let's see who topped this question. It's Lizelle Gabaldon again, twice in a row. Congratulations, ma'am. Now let's proceed to our sixth question. We have 49 participants. The Global Compact is blank. Is it a code of conduct or an adverb principles as an aspirational set of shared values? What do you think is the meaning of global compact? Is it a code of conduct or principles? 82% answered the second option. The correct answer is actually global compact is a code of conduct. Oh, no, it's an adverb. All right. I stand corrected. Our first placer for this question is Ma'am Lizelle A. Gabaldon. Actually, the correct answer was the second option. I stand corrected. I wasn't able to determine which one is the correct answer. Now let's move on to our seventh question. The seventh question is, all of the following are a part of global production except, is it research or portfolio investment? Which among the two is not part of global production? Forgive me if I have to look on the other screen. I have another screen on my other side. 35% said research, 65% answered portfolio investment, and the correct answer is portfolio investment. Now let's see who topped this question. It's Ilyas, Austria. Congratulations. Next, item number 8. Which of the following is a competitiveness goal? Is it collective bargaining or creating jobs? Which do you think is competitiveness or showing competitiveness goal? Poll is locked. Voting is closed. 68% answered create jobs. Is it the correct answer? Yes, creating jobs is the correct answer. Now let's see who topped this question. Who ranked first for this particular question? Again, it's Ilyas A. Austria, twice in a row. Congratulations. The competition is it's very hot actually, because various people are now actually having this first place. Next question, item number 9. The Global Compact is a code of conduct that enforces its principles. Is it true or false? Do you think Global Compact enforces its principles, being a code of conduct? Let's see. Poll is locked, voting is closed, and 77% answered true, while 20% answered false. The correct answer is false. All right, let's see who got the first place for this question. Again, it's Ilyas Austria for thrice in a row. Congratulations. And now let's go and proceed to our last and final question. Companies can manage their response to social pressures by moving through a process of, is it CSR implementation or customer service? Which do you think is the correct answer? Poll is locked, voting is closed. 62% answered CSR implementation, while the other 38 answered customer service. The correct answer is CSR implementation. Now let's see who ranked first. Congratulations to our winners. First in rank is Cristina del Rosario. Second is Lizelle Gabaldon, followed by Christine Luisaga, Elias Austria in the fourth place. Fifth place is Jeneline Resurrection, followed by Princess May Dizon, Mark Arizon Abando, Joel Bernasor. Ninth is Ronaline Alcaide, and the last but not the least is Carmela B. Haen or Jaen. Again, to you, our top 10, you will be receiving quiz certificates for being held as top 10 winners of our quiz competition. We will be updating you for the information on how you are going to collect your certificates. Once again, congratulations and thank you for your active participation. Now, this time, we will now proceed to our question and answer portion along with our speaker of caliber, Ma'am Nina Sullivan. We'll be showing to you the questions on your screen. Please hold the line while we prepare our answers. All right, we are back with Ma'am Nina Grace Sullivan. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please do have your questions be written in our comment section. And of course, do not forget to write your name, the organization you are affiliated with, along with your question so that we may be able to post this and show this on our screen. And I believe Ma'am Nina is very much ready, prepared, and of course, we are so confident that Ma'am Sullivan would definitely be answering your questions eloquently. All right. Shall we now have our questions be flashed on our monitor? While we are waiting for the questions to be flashed on screens, again, participants, please do have your questions be written on our comment section using our various platforms that you are watching right now. And our program management team would be getting those questions and have this asked to our speaker for tonight. And of course, to our participants, please support IGP by sharing it, tagging your friends, mentioning, and checking in the IGP using your social media accounts. Share the knowledge, and of course, allow other people also to participate in our growing family of professionals who believes in the continued learning and development of oneself. All right, can we now see or can we now have the questions? Or do our participants have questions for our speaker tonight? Ma'am Sullivan is very much ready to answer your questions. While we are waiting, we would like to give a shout out to our participants tonight. Oh, all right. We have already the first question. All right. Good evening, Ma'am Nina Sullivan. This is from Ma'am Evelyn Wapere. What best strategy can you suggest on how to elicit the performance of the learners in this new normal? Ma'am Nina?
I'm sorry, I'm muted. Um, Good evening, Ma'am Evelyn. So I can suggest on a teaching strategy on the performance of the learners in the new normal. Most especially, we are teaching into virtual class. So for we are focusing on the skills and competencies like we are going to teach our student like for in the cookery. So why not expose our students to cook in the at home, and but another one is on the clothing. Okay, so based on the performance of clothing, so what is the trend today? So we are going to um, highlight on the sewing the face mask like that, so that um, they can also use as personal, or they can also use to um, use as a business. Okay, so that's the strategy, so we can use as a real life situation on their performance. So we have to set their performance into a real life where they can transfer their knowledge on their real life performance. Thank you, Ma'am Evelyn, for the question.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am. Thank you so much, Ma'am Nina, for that very comprehensive answer. Indeed, innovation is the key in order to resolve such concerns, especially in the new normal that we are all experiencing worldwide. All right, next, we have another question for our speaker. Ma'am Nina, Ma'am Evelyn Wapere is extending her thanks to you as she have written in her comment using our YouTube platform. Thank you, Ma'am Nina, for giving me an idea
Thank you, Ma'am
as
Evelyn.
I quote. All right. Do we have other questions coming from our participants for our speaker tonight? We encourage everyone to have their questions be raised for our speaker so that we may be able to have a much more interactive discussion with our speaker for tonight. Don't lose the chance to ask our speaker to share her knowledge and also their best practices in their institution. All right. Can we now have other questions? I think right. I think we no longer have other questions for our speaker. All right. I believe there are no other questions raised for our speaker for tonight because maybe most of our participants have, of course, gathered information or understood the topic that was presented by our speaker as she have discussed it very much comprehensively. And of course, once again, we would like to thank our speaker for tonight, Ma'am Minya Teresa Grace Sullivan, all the way from Ilocos, Philippines. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank
sharing
you, sir.
your knowledge and wisdom to our participants for today's activity or session. May this be
Thank you,
used
sir.
for the betterment of our educational system and, of course, for our own consumption, for our personal and professional development. Let us show our gratitude to Mamina by writing our reactions or saying thanks to her using our YouTube platform. We have there Ma'am Angelica Clarete. She already said, thank you, Mamina. Of course, we have other participants also who have also shared their congratulations to our speaker for tonight. Again, thank you so much, Mamina. Congratulations. And um, may you also be more, may you also share this to other participants or to other colleagues of yours.
Thank you,
Now, this
sir.
time, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, this time, we will now be sharing to you the certification process of how you'll be able to receive your certificates. However, today we are experiencing some technical problems. Thus, we cannot share to you our code for tonight's schedule or for tonight's session. But of course, rest assured that we will also do our best to provide you the certificates that you also deserve by participating our session for tonight. The code will be given tomorrow. And do not forget to share IGP and visit our website www.eduigp for you to be more much updated with what we will be doing in the following days to come and the sessions that we will be offering to you. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification link, of course, for you to be updated with the different activities and the different sections or sessions that we prepared for you. So we have there now in our YouTube link, today's certification link. So all you have to do is to click the link and follow, of course, the instructions that are given in our website. And I stand corrected, our IGP or this session is actually our 384th session. Right? As you can see, we are growing and we are having much more activities and sessions as we go along the way. And we hope that our participants, you as now considered as members of our continuously growing family, be more participative and join us for the future sessions that we will be sharing and that we will be having with you as our participants. Once again, our certification link is provided in our comment section. Thank you so much for joining here, our session for tonight. Thank you so much for joining with us. Thank you for being with us along the way until the end of our session for tonight. Tomorrow we will be having more sessions, and please update ourselves. You may update yourselves with the information provided with our official website, www.eduigp.com. gmail.com. Thank you so much for having us, sir, the program management team of IGP. Thank you so much to our speaker of caliber, Ma'am Nina Teresa Grace Sullivan. And of course, thank you so much to our participants who are with us until the end of this session. Once again, this is Alger Mordeno Isquera from Sinubong Veruela, Agusan del Sur, Philippines, your host for tonight. See you soon for more sessions to come.